holiday today, and I had a bunch of business stuff to do, but I finished early, so I'm heading out to another antique store. That antique store is one of the more expensive antique stores in our area, but it was kind of funny. While I was there, I don't go there very often, the shop owner offered me a job there, so I thought that was kind of funny. Anyway, while I was there, you saw me pick up two things, and I did purchase those two things. This first thing is a compact, and it is one of the most beautiful compacts I think I've seen. It is a Melissa compact, which is made in England. It says made in Melissa, England right there, and it's never been used. It has a spring-loaded catch here, and then you've got your powder compartment that is so clean that it's just pristine. It's beautiful. The thing that I really appreciate about this compact is the fact that it's a combination of transfer wear and hand painting. So if you look through a loop very closely, you can see some pixelation of parts of this, and then it is painted over. This gold, the flowers are all hand painted. It's just beautiful. I think I'm going to keep this in my collection for a while, but one of these days, unless somebody wants to make me a pretty incredible offer, I've seen these priced anywhere from the plain simple ones as low as $29, and they go upwards of a couple $100. So I thought that was a great find. I think it was $6? I think it was $6. Yeah, $6 for that beautiful compact. And then the other thing I found was this mesh Hobe bracelet. It's in absolutely gorgeous condition. It's got the safety chain. It's marked Hobe right on the back of here. And look at how pretty that is. I love the clasp. I love the mesh. Really, really nice bracelet. So that's all I picked up there. The next couple of places I went, I am always thrilled to go to. The same gentleman owns several different booths in a couple of different antique stores, and I've talked about him before. His prices are fantastic, and he always has some wonderful things. When I was at this store, he told me about a necklace that he just put up in another store that I was going to next. So I went ahead and I found that one at the next store. I'll show you that in a moment. But these items right here, his brooch prices are $5, his earring prices are $2, and his necklace prices are $3 unless there's something special about them. And then he might price them up to like $12. Starting with the earrings, we've got Trafaris. We've got these two pair right here are Trafaris. And I just love these little the ribbing on these little melon-looking earrings. They all have the crown mark on the Trafari. Cute, cute earrings. These are little tulip designs, and they are glass, double-sided, just really cute earrings. And then I found these Occupied Japan celluloid earrings. I put these in the sonic cleaner, and I was surprised they came out so well. They were pretty crusty when I got them. These right here are Austrian made, and I don't know if you can see how amazing these crystals are. Crystals, glass, I always call them crystals because of the way they just sparkle. The depth of these are just beautiful. I don't know that the camera is capturing that. They are a little bit squished. I'm not sure. See how the stone is off center on this one, so I'm not sure if I'm going to fix that or not. I'll give it a try. These are West German. I don't normally pick up these, but I have several West German necklaces that these would be a nice accompaniment to. And then going on to the brooches, this is also a Trifari. It is quite sparkly. It is missing a couple of rhinestones, and as you know, I love to repair them, so I will go ahead and fix that. Also, here's the Trifari mark there. It has the crown as well as the copyright symbol on this one. Then this is a Cellini. I've never found a Cellini before, and I do recognize that this one does have some damage, but you know, these brooches have stood the test of time and they're bound to have some nicks and scrapes, and I just think that's part of their heritage. It's getting harder and harder to find some of these pieces, and Cellini is one of them. You'll notice that the enamel on this petal, the purple enamel, is missing, and it is starting to crack over here. But it's a beautiful three-dimensional brooch with layer upon layer of detail. The name mark is right here. It says Cellini. And then the last two pieces at this stop were 1928. Once again, I think 1928 is going to be the up-and-coming collectible. They just did a wonderful job at reproducing older pieces. This is missing some pearls, but I'll go ahead and fix that. You can always tell 1928 by the swirly background. You can see that background on there. And I believe these are even marked. Yes, they're marked 1928 as well. And here is a 1928 necklace. This one is made of glass. I thought it was acrylic, but it's glass. And they just do such a nice job. So affordable, so readily available now, but I would venture to say that as time goes on, they will be harder to find. That's a 1928. And here was my final stop. I think it was my final stop. Can't quite remember. I have so much to show you. It's very fun, very exciting. But this booth belonged to the same gentleman, and this is the one he told me about. This necklace right here. He saw that I liked West German glass things, so he told me to go find this necklace in his other booth, and I did. I love anything pink, and these sandwich beads right here are beautiful in and of themselves, along with the satin glass here, and then the extender chain here has some pink glass as well as satin glass on it. But the really cool thing, and the thing that he was even excited about, are these little beads. They almost look like spun cotton candy or stretched taffy. They are pink, but they've got these crystalline threads running through them. I'm not quite sure how they do it. I almost think, I know it's stretched glass of some kind, but they're just really beautiful. They're almost velvety looking, and then they've got those striations in them. They're also faceted. You can see the facets, but they're just an unusual and beautiful bead. So I hate to part with this one, but I will probably be parting with that one. Oh, look at how pretty that is. Just glows. It almost looks like moonstone, but it's not. Beautiful, beautiful necklace. Okay, moving onward, we had some more Trifari earrings, $2 for those. And then we have these. These are very reminiscent of Essex crystals. These are not crystal though, they are glass, and so they're an intaglio. Basically, the image has been imprinted or carved from the reverse side of this dome and then placed in a setting with a backing. So it has this very really fun three-dimensional look to it, and I just really thought these were special. They are not marked and they are screwbacks, but look at how fun those are. you can see the dome. I do have some Essex crystal pieces. These are much more affordable though. All right, and then moving on, we've got, this is either opaline or opalite. It's a milky looking glass, almost looks like sea glass or opal. And I believe the glass is made to look this way by infusing bone ash or some sort of metal oxides into the glass when they're forming it. Anyway, it creates this really fun opalescent looking glass. When you hold it up to the light, it'll flash like a yellow gold color. Sometimes they'll flash pink, but if you can see that really cool look. But other than that, if you just have them in regular light, they almost have kind of a purpley blue look to them. I think it's really pretty glass. Some people will call it sea glass or sea opal. Really pretty, kind of mystical looking. Okay, moving forward. Now, all three of these pieces were in the special cases. They weren't $5. They were more expensive. This is a Bakelite necklace, and I don't believe I've ever seen these little tiny charms of Bakelite on a necklace before. It is missing a clasp, but I will have to find a clasp. Looking at this, it looks like it's a fold-over clasp that I should be looking for, and I believe I have one I can put on here. So these are little Bakelite discs. They look like little flowers. They are in black and orange and green and red. Just a fun little necklace. This is also going to be up for sale. I might have to hang on to it for a little while. I just love jewelry. I don't know what to say. This one, this is a fur clip. When I took a look at it, I'm like, oh my goodness, there's a lot of fire in those rhinestones. They're very high quality rhinestones. And then looking at this, I'm thinking, oh, it could be silver. No, it looks like it had a gold wash on it, but it is fairly worn. But then when I flipped it over, you can see the gold wash easily on here. However, when I flipped up the prongs to the fur clip, oops, I saw the name, looks like Calvaire, Calvaire. I had never heard of Calvaire. It's not a very readily available manufacturer. When I looked up the value on any fur clips by Calvaire, they were in the, I want to say $150 to $300 range. So I'm not quite sure the value on this guy. When I haven't heard of something and it looks high quality, I want to research it. So I went ahead and I bought this. This was $12. And we'll see where my research takes me on this one. It's just a beautiful piece though. And then lastly, we have a piece of Norwegian jewelry. This, if I can pronounce it correctly, I think it's Solje, Solje, and it's traditional Norwegian jewelry, typically made out of sterling and other precious metals. This one looks like sterling and brass. And these pieces of jewelry go back several centuries. Originally, they were made by craftsmen, and they were thought to protect children from being stolen by trolls. Yeah, I didn't make that up. That's Norwegian history. Later, the craftsmen decided to start making them as an amulet of protection for other things. You often find them as traditional Norwegian wedding jewelry. So this one I paid $15 for. I'm going to go ahead and test the metal because this one is not marked. It's got a C clasp, and it's, just stunning. So those were the places I went. I've got so many more things to show you. Oh my gosh, I have bags and bags of things that I haven't gotten to yet, but we will save that for another video. That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed watching. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe, and hit the little notification bell if you want to get notified when the next videos come up. I'm going to try to keep these shorter. I recognize a lot of people don't have time to sit down and watch a 30, 40, 50-minute video, so we'll keep them short and sweet and maybe do them more often. We'll see you in the next one.